After weeks of mass protest, an elite military unit in Madagascar has taken control of the armed forces and announced a coup following the impeachment vote against President Andriy Rajoelina. The Colonel, Michel, has been named interim leader of the military-led transitional authority. Let's get you the very latest on this with SABC News correspondent Sophie Mokoena, who joins us now. And before we speak about what's happening in Madagascar, Sophie, great to have you on. It'd be remiss of us not to take a moment to reflect on what's actually come out of India but is linked to Kenya, the passing of former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, an opposition leader who has certainly left a mark in Kenyan politics.
Yes, indeed. We've heard of the passing of Raila Odinga, the former Prime Minister of Kenya. You would recall that Raila Odinga tried on many occasions to contest elections in that country, particularly the presidential position. Raila Odinga come from a family or families that were involved in politics in that country. And therefore, his father was also involved in politics, including the father. His father was the friend to president or former president of U.S., who was a Kenyan. And you know that these relatives were seen in most cases as friends. And the children also continued with that tradition of contesting elections. President Obama finally won elections, but Raila Odinga couldn't. He then continued to be a politician leading an organization in that country. And later he was appointed to be the prime minister of that country as the country was trying to mend the relations, particularly after that bruising elections in 2008, where we saw violence in that country. And then later, when he left office of being a prime minister, the African Union appointed him to be an envoy on infrastructure on the continent. I remember 4 years ago, I spoke to him, the last interview we did. He was in the country on a mission of encouraging member states of the African Union to focus on building infrastructure on the continent. Then later on, we saw when he contested the AU Commission chairperson position. Unfortunately, he didn't win, and he continued to work side by side with his organization in Kenya. In recent time, we saw him trying to reach out to William Ruto to try and mend the relations and build Kenya. And therefore, last week we were told that he's in hospital, but there was no confirmation. And now we hear the news of his passing on.
Absolutely. And so much more will be said. So, Sophie Mokoena, let me thank you for now.